Hello everyone. In today video we'll discuss how to onboard a new VH device by ZTP process. So ZTP is nothing but zero touch provisioning. So its name implies that you don't have to do any not much hard configurations on the VH. By default it comes up with the predefined configurations. Using that we can get this VH onboarded on the vManager and it gets authenticated by the vSmart. Let's discuss that. Okay. For that what we have to do is first step. So get the root CA certificate. Okay, then install this root CA certificate on the VH. Okay, that is the first step. Then second is by default it has the configuration of the vbond, that is nothing but ztp.webtela.com. So this is the name server IP. We don't have the IP, but this is the DNS name for that. So it will get resolved by the DNS server. So this will be pre-configured on the VH, and then this interface predefined called under VPN 0, and then it will have the IP DSCP. So what it does is you just have to plug in, install this certificate here. Then the next step is to configure the organization name. Okay, this is the first two steps. Once you're done is what happened is, so this VPN 0 you have DSCP server is configured, right? It's IP DSCP. So as per the ZTP process, what it will broadcast the DSCP packets, and it gets the DSCP IP from the DSCP server. So then first what it does, it gets the IP address of for this interface and DNS name. So it gets this. Then next step is it knows that this is the vbond IP. So before that we have to do a request. Now we know the serial number and the token from the Cisco Smart License Server. So we know that this is the serial number, this is the token. So we need to execute this command. So these are the three steps we have to do as a process of bringing the VH using the ZTP on the VH device. Once we are done, so there is no other process. It's all taken care by the vbond. So basically then once we request, what happens is it sent it to this particular vbond. This vbond is somewhere is in the internet. It is somewhere there in the internet. Okay, so anyway we are connecting the internet link, so it will have the connection to this. So what will happen, it will go with this particular request, this organization name, and with the serial and token number. So anyway when we do the request for the serial name and token, right? So we have in Cisco Smart Portal, we give the organization name, and we give the vbond IP, right? So what it does is it then contact our vbond server with this details that is shared by the VH. Then what happen is the vbond is then authenticate. We already have installed the certificate, so the direct connection between the vbond and this VH will form the TLS connection. Then the it gets authenticated, and then the vSmart and vManage will have formed the connection with this VH, and this brought into the production. Okay, so how do we achieve this in lab? Because we don't have this ztp.webtela.com reachability, and how do we do that in EVNG? Let's do it. Okay, for that in this my setup you can see, right, this router I am using as DSCP server, DNS server. So for the name resolution of this particular ztp.webtela.com. Okay, so I'm going to use this router for the purpose. Let's do it. Okay, this is the configuration on the Cisco router. That is, I consider this in the internet. So this is the DSCP pool, and for this DNS server, I given this local IP as DNS server and the default router as DNS, so that this information will be pushed to the VH. Then I have configured this ztp.webtela.com as the our actual vBond server. This vBond server only. So when it get resolved, so it will directly reachable to this IP. So if I'm able to reachable from here, it can. Then the VH also can reach this vBond using the name resolution. Okay. Then this is the default configurations on the VH. So here you can see it comes with the host name as VH. Then as I said, like the vBond, right, ztp.webtela.com, it is a pre-configured one. Okay, and then this VPN0 with this interface, it comes up with the DHCP client. Okay, let's log into the router and we'll do this configuration. So this is the topology. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to log into this MPLS router and do the DHCP configuration. So I have already done the configurations. Here I can show you pipe section DHCP. Yes. So this is the DHCP. I excluded this particular IP from the DHCP side, and this is my pool. So here you can see show interface, show render ET 0/0. So this is the interface which is connected to my VH. Here see this VH. This is what we are going to do a provisioning. Okay. Then the DNS is already there. Already have the name server configured. This is my vBond IP. So from the router end, I have done the configuration of DNS and DHCP. From the VH, so by default it comes, I can show you the configuration. So by default it comes with this particular IP, ztp.webtela.com. Then the VPN0, we have the DHCP client. Okay, so let me quickly configure the organization name. Go into system hierarchy, then organization name. Let me check the organization name. OR2 systart Cisco. Let me configure this organization name. Okay, and add in the commit, then hit. So what is the next step? We need to configure the CA certificate. Let's get the CA certificate from the vManage. So you can do login by using the vManage, or you can log into the GUI and get the certificate. Either way it works. So what I'm going to do simply is I'll log in using CLI. Okay. So let's see, I have the DHCP, and let me enable the interface so that I can get the reachability. So const interface ET 0/0, no shadow. Okay, the interface towards the VH3 is up. Let's check the IP address. Do we have the reachability? We have the, sorry, I need to show interface pipe tab will show me the IP address. Yeah, so now the IP address is assigned. Here you can see this is the IP address. Okay, so let me file list. Okay, we shall, I can take like this also, otherwise I can copy it from the vManage GUI also, like, so I'll show you that option as well. Can go into the GUI here, go into administration settings, Here you can see, here we in the first step, right? In the last video we have seen like how to, so this we can copy simply and then paste it in the vh3. We shall vi root ca dot pem. Okay, then press I to insert, then paste, escape, then write and quit. After that what we have to do is we'll go inside the configuration mode. So by default, so in the lab, right, so by default like uh, we are using the same image to spin, so it will have the license. So see here it's installed, so we need to uninstall it. Command is request root chain root cert chain, then uninstall. Okay, now it is uninstalled. You can check that. Okay, now we will install the certificate. The same command, instead of uninstall you have to give install, then path slash home slash admin, then rootca.pim. Okay, now the root certificate is also installed. There are two steps we have completed. Okay, so next what we will do is we will go inside the, we'll go here, we'll go to configuration, we'll go here the devices. So we need to pick a, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the VH Cloud where I don't have anything. So I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to pick this one. Okay, so the next step is before doing it, what I can do is let me create a template and attach it to this particular. So because once the request comes from here, right, so I need to have this details in the vManager to map it with this particular ID with this device. So I need to create a template for it. So go here, configuration, click on templates. Currently I don't have template, so create template, click on from feature template. Okay, the device model is vCloud. So basically here what we are doing, so we are okay uh, creating the template. So we need to template name, you can consider onboarding. Okay, the next step is you can give like system default, right, so leave it to default. Then come here the VPN 0, just create a template. So it's asked for the VPN, we'll consider like VPN 0, VPN 0, here VPN 0, the name, you can give GE0/0. Sorry, here is VPN name. Okay, can leave it to device specific. Come down here. Okay, here what I will do, I will add a default route. So prefix 0.0./0. Okay, the next stop, add a next stop. So we know what is the default next stop should be, which is Let me check that IP. It is 32. So my default gateway is 32.0.1. So I'm adding this next up. Okay. Then click on save. So currently we added one default route. Then scroll down. Then come here. So here you can see this, the details. So here what we'll do here, we'll add the VPN interface also. So we need to add the VPN interface. So again, what we'll do, we'll create a template for it. One is a VPN default route and the VPN template. So here it's the shutdown, right? So it is the interface. Okay. So here it is shutdown. It's not shutdown. It should be no shutdown. Okay. Click here, global, then click on no shutdown. Okay. The interface name GE 0/0. Then come down here, IP address. You can click on device specific. Then tunnel interface, yes. Keep on global. Then it will give you option to edit. On, yes, that's it. So save this. Okay. Now, if you see the template, we have the VPN template and we have the interface. We have added this to this template, feature template. Then click on create. Okay. Now it is created. Click here. You have to attach the device. As I mentioned, this template we have created. Now we have to attach the device to it. So this is the serial number. I told you that I'm going to use it. So I'll click here. Just click here in the center. You have the right side. It will get added. Then click on attach. Okay. Then click on this three dot. So it gives the option actually. So this is what we are going to do that. So just click on edit device template. Then we can say like we can configure, this is the IP, right? So in case you want to do, you can do it like manually. I'm overwriting the DHCP IP and this is my host name, and I can configure the system IP this, and the site ID is 32. Okay. Then click on update. VPN 0. Okay. Next, here you can click on next. So if you click on this left side, it will give you the configuration that we are going to push it to the VH router. It takes some time, but it will give you the configuration preview. Here you can see what is the host name, what is the site ID, and the system IP, and the organization name. And here you can see the VPN name in the interface. We are going to overwrite this IP. Okay. We have clicked the tunnel interface like encapsulation. So encapsulation is IPsec. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are not going to do install now. So configure device, because now let's add this. Let's request VH Cloud. Okay. Then activate. Then the chassis. So I'll copy from the CLI here. Okay. Let me do a configure device. See, when I don't have the configure device, once the device comes online, right? So it will do the configuration. So, but anyway, try to push. Here we can see the status. Here you can see status. It tried to configure, but now the VH is not requested this. So it will like give us an update that once a device online, this template will be pushed to the device. Okay, you can see the device is offline. Once updating device, configuration on board attached file when the device is online. Okay, then we go here, click on configuration, devices. So before that, I want to check one thing. Let me check whether I have the okay. Okay, before this, I want to check one more thing. Yes, the IP route. Okay, so I just wanted to check this one whether I configure the default route on the DHCP server or not. Okay, it's already configured. So what I'm going to do here now, so I'm going to pick this serial number and this token and request. So this is the serial number. Same command, request phcloud activate chassis. This is the chassis number and as for the serial token. So I'll give this token number. That's it. Okay, let's wait for a few minutes. Let's refresh and see. Click here, monitor, overview. It takes few times. So here you can see now there are 3 devices, right? Earlier it was only 2, now it is 3 devices. Okay, deployed is 3. Here you can see. Earlier in our lab setup, we had only 2, this one and this one. The previous lab we have done. So now we have done, we have like onboarded this VH3. So that's why in monitor is showing 3 devices. Let's wait for some time. Yeah, it is here now. Here you can see it populated the system IP as well, the version. Here you can see the is connected to the vManage. It takes few seconds, not few seconds, few minutes to update here. So yeah, it's not. Let's see what is happening. Yes, here you can see that the configuration has been pushed, but partially because I have done one mistake in doing the configuration. I'll tell you what I missed. So you can see that it applied the system IP and it applied the site ID. Okay, and but it didn't apply the IP that we configured here. That is because when I checked it now, because in the VPN 0, okay, this configure I should have the Ethernet 0, okay. Because of this, I know I didn't, because it will not be able to remove the Ethernet 0 from 512, so it was showing me the error. So I can show you that. So let me refresh. So we need to configure the Ethernet 0 on the 512. Let's say, let's wait for a few seconds. So that is the only thing is not applied, that we will get this applied now by modifying the configuration for this. Here you can see the failure. The failure is because you can like cannot delete Ethernet 0 interface from the management VPN. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll go inside the again the templates. Okay. Click here the feature template. This is the VPN. Click on edit. Okay. You can go inside. This is the basic configuration, right? So okay, go back to device template, click here, edit. Okay, here we configured only this VPN, so here we'll configure for 512, create a template. We just create 512. Will not do anything here on this because we are not using this the management VPN, so we can say VPN 512, click here and save. Next, come scroll down again. So here click on VPN interface. This is the part that we missed. So yeah, you have to create a template here for this VPN 0. So VPN manage, I can like call it like MGT management interface. I can give like MGINT. Okay. So here, click here. It should be, it's up to us like global shall know that name is Ethernet 0. We can verify the exact name. It's ETH 0. We'll have to give the exact one here. Okay. In case if you want this, you can, I'm not going to do any configurations here. So what I'm going to like, I configured only this interface and I click on save because we are not using this 512 and we are updating it. It's good that we are running through some errors and we are doing the troubleshooting. I can click here just to review the config preview. It's always good if you make some mistakes and you learn from it. You don't do it in the production. So here you can see like if you have any active alarms and which are cleared. So yes, it came now. Okay. Now it's the Ethernet 0. Okay, let's configure the device. Just click refresh here. Let's do the check the process. It's applying this onboarding, checking creating the device in my vManage. So like here, like what is happening, right? So online, so device is online, updating the device configuration, it is sending the configuration to the device. So it's actually give us the each step by step. So what is the process that it is doing in the background. So that we'll also like if anywhere it's stuck, so we can quickly check and resolve it. Let's wait for a few more minutes, a few seconds. Just refreshing. Yeah. So this is how you need to, bring up the service. So you like instead of ZTP, right? So you use this template and you can directly bring out the device and push the configuration also. So I'm doing this template along with the, the ZTP process. And you can do manual also, like without ZTP process. So let's wait for a few minutes and get it successful. I guess so. Here you can see that the configuration has been pushed to the device now. So let's check on the monitor also overview. I will be having 3 devices now. Those are reachable. And click on devices. Here you can check. The name is changed VH-ZTP. And you can see that serial and the site ID everything is populated here. So we click here, configuration, then devices. So yes. Here also it's updated this. And here you can click here and then you can check whether it is, you can check the running configuration of the site also. Scroll down here, we take it here. So here, this is what I want to show you. So this two VHS has been like this, and this has been procured using CLI, and this is done via the vManage, and this is a template we are using it. So here you can see this, the CLI is changed to the vManage and onboarding the template. Okay, this is how we have to onboard the new VH devices into the network. And we last at the final check, we'll check in EVEDGE also, like VH also, like, so here you can see like show running configuration. So here you can see what are the parameters that we have given, like the host name and the system IP and site ID. It's already pushed, and here you can see that interface name, IP, and the default route has been pushed. So you can push all the configuration from the uh, vManage only. You don't need to do any config. This is how that you have to do the ZTP provisioning of any VHS, C edges devices onto the network. Thank you guys for watching.